When was with Marcus, he told her, 2 weeks of no contact, and were automatically broken up. For the next 2 years of their relationship, he manipulated Luna with that very line. This time, after their argument, he predictably blocked her and disappeared. Luna looked up at the sky, suddenly finding the relationship laughable. She decided not to seek him out or apologize humbly anymore. Luna contacted Ethan. "Could you arrange for me to intern at your West Branch office?" Just before Luna left, Marcus's buddy, Jake, sought her out. "Marcus has been waiting for you to contact him," Jake said. "If you don't go to him soon, he might start dating other girls." Luna smiled and replied, "I wish him happiness with someone else." Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel and tell us in the comments where you're listening from. On the sports field, Marcus was lecturing Luna without restraint. "Luna, can you please control your temper?" he demanded. "Sarah is my high school classmate. It's fate that she managed to get into our school after repeating a year. It's perfectly normal for me to help her out." Luna laughed, irritated. "Shopping with her, even buying her lingerie, you call that normal?" Marcus couldn't answer. His anger flared, and he blamed Luna again. You're absolutely unreasonable." Luna didn't respond. Just then, Marcus's phone rang. He glanced at it and immediately answered. "Sarah, what's wrong?" he asked, his voice incredibly gentle. Okay, send me the exact address, and I'll be right there." After hanging up, he looked at Luna again, his tenderness gone. "Alright, go reflect on your behavior," he said. "Come back to me and apologize humbly once you've understood." Before leaving, he added, "An apology over the phone or text doesn't count." Luna watched Marcus's retreating figure until he disappeared, remaining motionless where she stood. After an unknown amount of time, she picked up her phone to check, and Marcus had already deleted her. His social media feed showed a single line, indicating blocked status. She tentatively dialed his number, but an automated message played, "The number you have dialed is currently busy." Luna put her phone away and looked up at the sky, suddenly finding their relationship laughable. Luna and Marcus started dating in their sophomore year. That day, during a club event, Marcus sat next to Luna and took the opportunity to confess his feelings, saying he'd liked her for a while and wanted to be with her. Luna felt a flutter in her heart at the time, and since she already had a good impression of him, she agreed. A few days later, Marcus said, "Luna, 2 weeks of no contact, and we're automatically broken up." Luna figured young couples had their own ways of interacting, so she nodded in agreement. After that, her relationship with Marcus had its joys and happiness, but also its share of arguments and coldness. Because of that phrase, whenever they had a period of no contact, as the 2-week mark approached, Luna, not wanting to break up, would take the initiative to find him, apologize humbly, and try to reconcile. For the past 2 years of their relationship, Marcus had always acted superior, lecturing and blaming Luna, then telling her he loved her. Now, Luna didn't want this anymore. Marcus and Sarah had always lacked boundaries. Many of Luna's past arguments with Marcus were because of Sarah. Since they enjoyed being inseparable, Luna decided to let them be. Back in her dorm room, Luna's roommate asked if she planned to attend the job fair tomorrow. The thesis defense had recently ended, and everyone was waiting for their diploma and degree certificate while looking for jobs. "No, I'm not going," Luna replied to her roommate. "I have other plans." Originally, Luna had planned to look for a job with Marcus, hoping they could live close to each other. But now, she just wanted to be far away from him. She dialed her brother's number and asked him, "Ethan, does your company have a branch office on the West?" Ethan, who graduated from a prestigious university, had worked for over a year before quitting with a few classmates to start their own business. Now, his company was doing very well and had even opened several branch offices. "Yes, it does," Ethan replied. "Why? Are you thinking of going?" "Yes, can you arrange for me to intern there?" "Of course. You're a top student from a top-tier university, interning at my company will be a breeze," Ethan said. "But I invited you to our East headquarters before, and you flat out refused. Why the sudden interest in the West?" "I just want to go to the West." That was truly her immediate thought. "Alright, I'll arrange it. Just wait to receive a job offer." Ethan didn't ask further, and Luna was grateful. After hanging up, Luna began preparing for her internship. One day, while Luna and her roommate Chloe were eating at the dining hall, they ran into Marcus and his friends. One of his friends saw Luna and immediately waved a greeting. "Luna, Marcus is over here," he called out. "You haven't called Marcus these past few days, you must miss him, right?" Alex, quickly make space so Luna can sit next to Marcus. Another friend also shouted, Luna, come over and sit with us after you get your food. Luna looked at them but didn't respond. Marcus didn't even glance at her. He casually picked up some food, eating as he spoke. She has a bad temper and is petty. She hasn't even apologized for what happened last time. He added with a sneer of disdain, if she doesn't promise to change her flaws, I don't want her. His friends across the table tried to mediate. Come on, couples just need to work things out. Don't sweat the small stuff. Marcus didn't reply. Luna couldn't be bothered to pay them any more attention. She averted her gaze and looked at Chloe. Shall we go get our food? MHM. After they got their food, Chloe asked Luna, are you going to find your boyfriend? Just as Luna was about to shake her head and explain, she heard Marcus's friend's voice again. Luna, come over here. Luna looked at him and politely shook her head. No, thank you. Then she told Chloe, let's sit over there. Luna and Chloe sat down, but they could still hear the voices from Marcus's table. Oh my god, what's going on? Luna doesn't love Marcus anymore? Don't be silly. Luna has always been madly in love with Marcus. They're just having a fight these past few days, that's probably why she's not coming over. Marcus snorted. The 2 weeks aren't over yet. She's still throwing a tantrum. He continued, just wait until she comes to me. I'll lecture her then. One friend advised, go easy on her, Marcus. Luna is still really good to you. Marcus said nothing more. Midway through their meal, Luna and Chloe suddenly heard Sarah's voice. Marcus, what a coincidence. Can I sit next to you? Luna caught Marcus's table out of the corner of her eye. Sarah stood beside Marcus, holding a tray. Of course, sit, Marcus said, clearing items from the table to make space. Sarah began chatting with everyone, and occasional laughter erupted from their group. Luna lowered her head and continued eating, eager to finish and leave. But their voices were impossible to ignore. Marcus, I don't like green peppers. Can you eat them for me? Sarah asked gently, adding, it'd be a waste to throw them away. Sure, I'll eat them. Oh, by the way, I want to find a book at the library this afternoon. Can you come with me and help me find it? Yes, I can. Message me before you go, and we'll meet at the library entrance, Marcus agreed, setting a plan. Great. Your collar is wrinkled. Don't move, I'll fix it for you, Marcus added. His friend chimed in, Marcus, Luna is right over there. We're having a cold war. Why should I care about her? Marcus scoffed. Sarah explained, the seniors, please don't misunderstand. Marcus and I are just high school classmates, there's nothing mo. Re to it. Haha, no misunderstanding here, they replied. On the way back to the dorm room after dinner, Luna told Chloe, Marcus and I broke up. Chloe was surprised. But just said you were having a cold war, and he's still waiting for you to go to him. That's his opinion, Luna replied. As far as I'm concerned, we've broken up. Chloe understood now. After a moment of silence, she took Luna's hand. Luna, you made the right decision to break up. I always felt you were too submissive in the relationship, and Marcus was too arrogant. You wouldn't be happy in that kind of dynamic. And that Sarah, she and Marcus seem very close. Luna smiled. She no longer cared. Their business has nothing to do with me. Chloe nodded. You're right. Luna received a job offer from her brother's company. The information department matched her major, and the salary was considerable. That evening, Ethan called her. Can you start by the end of the month? Ethan asked. I should be able to, Luna planned. After I get my diploma and degree, I'll book a flight to Portland as soon as possible. Alright, no rush. Just handle the onboarding process normally when you get there. If you have any problems, contact me. Okay. Ethan changed the subject and asked, you're going to the West, what about your boyfriend? Ethan had previously asked if Luna was dating, and she'd said yes, it was a classmate from her university, and he hadn't asked anything further. This time, Luna honestly replied, we broke up. Ethan wasn't surprised at all. Instead, he calmly said, I guessed as much when you first mentioned going to the West. But, you make your own decisions. I won't interfere or offer unsolicited advice. However, if you have difficulties or problems, you can come to me for help immediately, got it? Luna felt a warmth in her heart. Yes, I know. Luna and Ethan grew up in a family of educators. Their grandfather was an elementary school teacher, and their parents were both high school teachers. Their family's approach to education had always been about freedom, follow your own path in life, with minimal family interference, but always with support available. When applied to a top-tier university for college, it was because she loved the school, and her parents respected and supported her choice. After hanging up, Chloe suggested in the dorm room, "The four of us should have dinner and go sing karaoke tomorrow night." The four roommates had gotten along well throughout their 4 years of college. "Sounds good," one said. "It's our last get-together before graduation, we have to make it fun." Luna also nodded in agreement. "Okay." The next day, after dinner, Luna and her roommates went to sing karaoke. Luna didn't expect to run into Marcus at the karaoke bar. After they saw each other, Luna looked away, not wanting to deal with him. But a moment later, he walked over to her. "Who are you here with?" he asked. "My roommates," Luna replied coolly. Her 3 roommates were currently at the karaoke bar snack stand, choosing snacks and drinks, while Luna waited in the lobby. Marcus suddenly said, "There was a job fair at the gym yesterday. I checked it out, and there's a pretty good company. I submitted both my resume and yours." Luna glanced at Marcus. They had exchanged resumes when they discussed job hunting before, but after their argument that day, Luna had deleted his phone number, social media accounts, and all his information. She had also thrown away the gifts he'd given her. At that moment, she was simply surprised that he had actually submitted her resume. Marcus didn't wait for her to speak and continued, "I talked to the HR at that company. He said we have a high chance of being hired, and their company doesn't prohibit office romances." "I'm not going," Luna stated firmly. Marcus was surprised for a second, then he chuckled. "Don't be stubborn, Luna. Can you really live without me? Between us, wherever I go, you'll always obediently follow." "No." Luna also laughed. Perhaps that was true in the past, but not anymore. Before could think of a reply to Marcus's confidence, someone called his name. "Marcus." Luna and Marcus turned simultaneously, seeing Sarah. Sarah's expression shifted for a moment when she saw Luna, but she quickly recovered her composure. "Luna, you're here too," Sarah said, greeting her. Luna didn't respond. Sarah walked over to Marcus and gently asked him, "Since you brought Luna, wouldn't it be inappropriate for me to stay?" "You misunderstood," Marcus quickly explained. "I was waiting for you here and ran into Luna by accident. She's here with her roommates." "Oh, I see," Sarah said, relieved. Marcus nodded, then looked at Luna. "Luna, my talking to you just now doesn't mean our Cold War is over. You still haven't apologized for what happened last time, and I haven't forgiven you. So you need to apologize humbly first, then seek reconciliation. Otherwise, if 2 weeks pass, we'll consider ourselves broken up, and your tears won't help then." Marcus finished proudly, as if not expecting Luna to say anything. "It's Chris's birthday today. I'm taking Sarah to celebrate it. We're leaving now." Chris was his roommate. Marcus finished speaking and pulled Sarah away. Sarah followed him, sweet and compliant, not forgetting to glance back at Luna with a smile. Luna understood her smile. It was bragging. It was triumph. Luna and her roommates sang karaoke for a few hours. As they were getting ready to leave for school, Luna's phone rang with a few messages. She opened her phone and saw they were from an unknown number. "Luna, Marcus is drunk. He's passed out on my shoulder." The message included a selfie of Sarah, with Marcus's head resting on her shoulder, eyes closed, seemingly asleep. "Oh, by the way, I just kissed Marcus, and he really enjoyed it. Tell me, who do you think Marcus will marry in the future? You or me?" Luna read the messages and couldn't even get angry. A smile played on her lips. P.S. Well, good for the clown. The diploma and degree certificate finally arrived. After receiving both, Luna and her roommates took many photos around campus in their cap and gown. That evening, Luna booked a flight to Portland for next Tuesday. This was the 2-week deadline for her and Marcus's Cold War. Luna and her 3 roommates moved their packed luggage downstairs and shipped their belongings. As they were about to go back up, someone called out, "Luna." Luna turned around and saw Jake, Marcus's buddy. "Can we talk about something?" Jake asked nervously. Luna guessed he wanted to talk about Marcus, but wasn't sure. After a moment of hesitation, she decided to hear him out. "You guys go back to the dorm room first," Luna told her roommates. After they left, Luna asked Jake, "What do you want to talk about? You and Marcus have been in a Cold War for almost 2 weeks. He's been waiting for you to contact him." Luna didn't respond. Jake continued, "During this period of no contact, several girls have tried to get close to Marcus. If you don't go to him soon, he might start dating other girls." Luna smiled. Looking at Jake, she calmly replied, "I wish him happiness with someone else." Jake was surprised. "Luna, you're joking, right? You loved Marcus so much, how could you possibly wish for him to be with other girls?" Luna's expression remained serene. I used to love him, but I don't anymore. Jake froze for a second, then shook his head. I don't believe it. Then speculated, are you upset about him and Sarah? I'm telling you, Marcus and Sarah have nothing going on. Marcus just sees Sarah as a classmate, it's just that they were high school classmates, so their relationship might be a bit closer than with his current college classmates. Luna inwardly scoffed. She didn't care at all. His business with Sarah has nothing to do with me. Once she stopped loving him, she wanted no entanglement whatsoever. Luna didn't want to talk to Jake anymore. Anything else? If not, I'm leaving. She was about to turn away. Wait, Jake called out, quickly adding, you should go find Marcus. He's already unblocked you. Luna felt her smile would appear cheap. Without replying or acknowledging him, she left. Marcus didn't sleep in as usual. He woke up around 6 and checked his phone, then lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about his past with Luna. They met in their freshman year, and he didn't know when, but he slowly started caring about her. He always thought her every frown and smile, even just her silhouette, was beautiful. Luna was indeed very attractive, natural makeup, long straight dark hair, delicate features, and a slender figure, truly beautiful and stunning. His heart was completely captivated, and he finally found a chance to confess his feelings to Luna. He was surprised she said yes. At that moment, he was as happy as a child, and he secretly vowed to be incredibly good to Luna, to cherish her for life. But when did he start shouting at Luna? It must have been when she talked about her dreams and hobbies by his ear, and he found it annoying. It also must have been when she suddenly called while he was playing games and helping other girls rank up, and he got so angry. And then, when Sarah came to him, some of the things she said made him unconsciously compare Sarah and Luna, and he thought Sarah was better than Luna. There were many other things. All of these made him feel that Luna was just average, nothing special, and it didn't matter. That's why, until now, he couldn't bring himself to actively contact Luna or even go to her. Yet, he didn't want to break up with her. He still wanted to work for a few years, save some money, and marry her. The more Marcus thought about it, the more annoyed he became, so he decided to stop thinking and pulled the blanket over his head to sleep. But he couldn't sleep at all. He kept pulling out his phone to check. He was waiting for Luna's messages, waiting for our call. Around 10 o'clock, his roommate asked Marcus, want to play some games? No, you go ahead, Marcus replied, not in the mood. At noon, his roommate asked, going to the dining hall together? No. Then what do you want to eat? I'll bring it back for you. Nothing, no appetite. In the afternoon, a buddy from the next dorm invited Marcus to play basketball, but Marcus refused that too. He spent the day in a daze. By almost 10 at night, Marcus still hadn't received any contact from Luna. Marcus began to panic. Only then, he called Luna without hesitation. But after dialing, the automated message said, the number you have dialed is currently busy. Marcus paused. Was she busy? He waited 5 minutes and dialed again, still busy. 10 minutes later, he tried again, still busy. Marcus finally guessed that Luna might have blocked him. He quickly opened WeChat and sent a message to Luna. The message went through, but there was an exclamation mark in front of it and a notification text. Marcus couldn't sit still anymore. Had blocked all his contact methods? Buddy, lend me your phone, I need to make a call, Marcus asked his roommate. Luna and Chloe had spent the day shopping and were exhausted. After showering, Luna had just lain down in bed when her phone rang. It was an unknown number. Luna answered, hello? Luna, it's me. Luna recognized Marcus's voice. He sounded very agitated. Luna, however, showed no emotion. Is there something you need? Our 2-week Cold War deadline is almost up. Why haven't you come to me? Why would I need to find you? Luna countered. Marcus had no answer. Luna didn't want to talk to him anymore. Before hanging up, she said, you were the one who said 2 weeks of no contact means we're broken up. After hanging up, she immediately blocked the number and then turned on Do Disturb mode to rest. Luna woke up around 10. While she was getting ready, Chloe asked, going to the dining hall in a bit? Sure. Luna finished ing ready, changed her clothes, and went downstairs with Chloe. Just as they walked out of the dormitory building, someone suddenly rushed out in front of Luna, making both her and Chloe step back several paces in fright. Luna, Marcus called out. Luna and Chloe steadied themselves and finally recognized Marcus. Marcus then said, Luna, I have something to tell you. Seeing somewhat excited yet serious demeanor, Luna thought for a moment and decided it was all right to talk. She looked at Chloe. Chloe, you go to the dining hall first and order me some clay pot rice noodles. Okay. After left, Luna looked at Marcus, gesturing for him to speak. But didn't speak immediately. Instead, he reached out and grabbed Luna's arm. Luna, we haven't broken up, he insisted. For the past 2 years, every time we argued or had a cold war, you were the one who took the initiative to find me, apologize humbly, and seek reconciliation. This time, it's my turn to find you. I don't blame you for what happened last time. Let's just put it behind us and move on. Can we be together happily from now on? Luna felt no ripples in her heart, only amusement. Seeing her silence, Marcus continued. Our last 2 arguments and cold wars were both because of Sarah. If you're so bothered by her, I can promise you that I won't get so close to her anymore. And think about it, we're about to leave school. After we start working, it will be hard for Sarah and me to meet, so I naturally won't see her anymore. That way, you won't have to worry about anything at all. Ha, Luna chuckled. Not wanting to argue with Marcus, she simply said, Marcus, we broke up. Luna pulled her hand free from Marcus's grip and walked away, but quickly caught up. No, Luna, we haven't broken up. I still love you. From now on, whatever you ask, just tell me, and I'll listen to all of it. I love you so much, I don't want to leave. Marcus didn't finish his sentence. Luna turned and slapped him directly across the face. Ma. Marcus stood still, silenced. Luna also stopped walking. Marcus, I don't love you anymore, Luna said. We broke up. Stay away from me from now on. Luna spoke these 3 sentences clearly and seriously, then turned and left. This time, Marcus didn't follow her. Luna arrived in Portland in the morning and reported to the company in the afternoon. To her surprise, she met Liam, her brother's college classmate and a partner in the company. Luna and Liam had known each other for a long time. During her brother's freshman summer, he had invited 3 classmates to visit near their parents' home, and they had eaten at Luna's house several times. Liam was one of them. After that, whenever Luna called Ethan, Liam would occasionally appear on video calls, so she always remembered him. Ethan mentioned that all the partners are in new, and the branch offices are managed by managers. Why are you here on the West? Luna asked, voicing her confusion. Liam, who was 6'3", handsome and cheerful, smiled gently. The coast has seen a lot of orders in the past 3 months. To be on the safe side, we discussed it and arranged for me to come and assist with management. Luna understood and nodded. Liam continued to smile. Congratulations on coming to the West and joining our big family. I'll first help you get familiar with the environment, and then introduce you to your job position. Okay, sounds good. After getting acquainted with the company and department with Liam, Luna's expectations were met. Luna, you don't need to follow the senior employees to learn anything. Tomorrow morning, you'll attend a half-day corporate training, and in the afternoon, the department head will give you a few simple tasks to try out, Liam told Luna. If you ever have any issues, you can talk to the department head, or you can come directly to me. Okay, I understand. Liam nodded and added, your brother had asked me about your accommodation earlier. I followed his request and rented a small apartment for you, not far from where I live. After work, I'll treat you to dinner, and then take you to the apartment. Does that work? Yes, that works, Luna replied. Thank you, Liam. Luna's adaptability was strong. Within a mere week, she had adjusted to her work environment and tasks, and she was familiar with the area around her apartment. She immersed herself in her work, and by the end of her first month as an intern, she had already achieved a small success. Liam praised her at the company meeting, and Ethan called to praise her. Luna wasn't overly excited, but her confidence grew significantly. Before the 2nd month was even over, the project Luna collaborated on with her colleagues was completed ahead of schedule and perfectly executed. The department head immediately announced her exceptional promotion to full-time status. One time in the break room, Luna overheard her department head talking to Liam. Mr. Fong, I'd heard before that Luna got in through nepotism, but now, I think you senior executives should try to bring in more talent like her through connections. Luna is truly outstanding. Liam smiled, patting the department head's shoulder. All right, we senior executives will do our best. After was promoted to full-time, her work and life rhythms gradually stabilized. She adopted a cat. During the week, she worked hard, and on weekends, she stayed home, cuddling her cat. But never expected Marcus to contact her again. One day in November, she received an unknown number call. Luna, it's Marcus. Luna was both surprised and taken aback. After a few seconds of stunned silence, she regained her composure and asked, how did you get my number? Luna had changed her number in her second week in Portland. Only close friends and family knew her new number. I asked a classmate. Marcus didn't say which classmate, and Luna couldn't guess. But thinking about it, when Luna and Marcus broke up, it was close to graduation, so it was normal for some classmates not to know they had split. Never mind. Luna composed her thoughts and asked him, "Is there something you need?" MHM, Marcus replied repeatedly. "Luna, where are you? I want to come find you. I miss you so much." Luna frowned in surprise. He continued, "Can we just not break up? I can't live without you. For the past 6 months, we haven't been together, and I haven't heard from you. I've been doing terribly. I think about you every day, Luna. I truly can't be without you. I want to be with you for the rest of my life." Luna was utterly speechless. "Marcus, we broke up a long time ago. Don't ever call me again. Get lost." She hung up and blocked the number. For the next few days, whenever an unknown number called, Luna rejected it. Gradually, the calls stopped. In the new year, Luna's workload increased, but she didn't feel any pressure because her capabilities had also improved significantly. However, one day, she unexpectedly received another call from Marcus. "Luna, I really miss you. Can we get back together? Whatever demands you have of me, just tell me. I'll change everything, I'll listen to you. Are you working in Portland? This number is from Portland. Where in Portland are you? I'll come find you. I'm also looking for a job in Portland to be with you. If you really like Portland, I can ask my family to buy a matrimonial home there, and we can settle down in Portland after we get married." After listening to his long string of words, Luna didn't care about his intentions at all. She just found it incredibly annoying. Without replying to him, she hung up the phone and blocked the number again. But for the next hour, her phone kept ringing. She would hang up and block, and then another number would call. She wondered where Marcus was getting all these phone numbers from. It was truly frustrating. Just as Luna was sitting at her workstation, sighing, she suddenly heard Liam's voice. "What's wrong?" Liam asked Luna. "Did something happen?" Luna looked at Liam, deciding not to hide anything. She nodded and replied, "My ex-boyfriend. We broke up almost a year ago, and he's still bothering me." Liam's expression showed a few seconds of unnaturalness, but he quickly returned to normal, so much so that Luna didn't catch his subtle shift. "If you don't mind, I can answer the phone and talk to him?" Liam asked, seeking her permission. Luna understood Liam wanted to help her. She quickly thought about it and didn't mind. She nodded and handed Liam her phone. "Thank you." Liam shook his head, indicating it was no trouble, then suggested, "Shall we go to the break room?" As and Liam arrived at the break room, the phone rang again, still an unknown number. Liam answered directly and put it on speakerphone. "Luna, please respond to me. I truly love you now, and I know I was wrong before. Marcus's words were cut off by Liam. "What do you want with Luna?" There was silence on the other end for a while. When's voice finally returned, it was clearly filled with anger. "Who are you? Let answer the phone." "She doesn't want to. If you have something to say, you can talk to me." "I represent her," Liam replied. "Who do you think you are, representing her?" Marcus directly swore. Luna felt angry enough to yell back, but Liam stopped her with a look. At that moment, Marcus added, "Are you Luna's new man? Let me tell you, Luna is mine. Stay away from my woman." Liam's expression turned colder now. "You uncivilized punk, calling yourself the boss with me? Are you asking for trouble? You're in the tech industry, aren't you? Want to see if I can make your life a living hell?" Liam's tone was firm and ruthless. Luna was stunned by his presence. Marcus on the other end of the phone seemed stunned too, not responding for a long time. People in the tech industry understand that there are no limits in the computer world. The online world is vast, and it's perfectly normal to ruin someone's life. Luna and I waited a long time, but Marcus didn't say anything more, and the call didn't disconnect. Liam continued, "If you dare to call Luna again, I'll make sure your whole family knows no peace." He then added, "Kid, checking up on you is child's play for me." Liam hung up the phone. After returning Luna's phone, Liam said, "If he ever bothers you again, tell me, and I'll deal with him." Okay, Luna nodded, thanking him. "Thank you, Liam." For the next 6 months, Luna didn't receive any more calls from Marcus. At the company's year-end review, Luna was the top performer in her department, and her year-end bonus was considerable. On the day of the company team-building event, Luna chatted briefly about work with a few colleagues, then found a quiet spot to sit and enjoy the peaceful environment alone. After a while, she heard footsteps approaching. She turned and saw Liam. Am I interrupting you? Liam asked. Luna shook her head and smiled. No, you're not. Liam then asked, why aren't you playing with them? The team building event was at a resort with a great environment, including an outdoor game area where colleagues could organize their own activities, all very relaxed and having a great time. Luna replied, I don't really feel like playing games. I just want to be quiet. Liam nodded, indicating he understood, then asked, can we talk for a bit? Of course. The quiet environment suited them, and Luna was happy to talk. Luna and Liam chatted, moving from work to their university days, then to their colleagues, and finally to Ethan. I wonder if Ethan has a girlfriend now, Luna said. This year's day, one of my mom's friends came to our house to set Ethan up, but he refused. Liam thought for a moment as he spoke. From what I've observed, Ethan probably doesn't have a girlfriend. Even though I'm not in new right now, Ethan is still quite boisterous in our buddy group chat. He doesn't seem like someone who's in a relationship. Besides, Ethan and Noah are at the headquarters. If had something going on, Noah would tell me immediately. Noah was also a company partner, a university classmate of Ethan and Liam, the three of them good buddies. Luna understood and nodded, also believing Ethan didn't have a girlfriend. Suddenly, Liam called Luna's name. Luna. If you're considering a relationship, would you think about me? Luna froze. Was this? Liam looked into Luna's eyes and said earnestly, I like you. The simple, clear confession immediately made Luna understand. She snapped back to reality, her heart pounding, her face flushing slightly. She quickly lowered her head. After a good while, she finally looked up, meeting Liam's gaze, and said, Liam, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I just want to focus on my career. Because in her career, she had even bigger goals and ambitions. Liam nodded, his emotions natural. No worries. Just follow your own thoughts and pace. Luna affirmed, nodding. During year's day, Luna was video chatting with Chloe when Chloe told her something. A junior student I know, who was also Sarah's classmate, said that Sarah and Marcus got married before the new. It was a shotgun wedding. I finished listening, feeling nothing, and casually said, that's good. By my third year of working, our West Branch office had grown significantly, moving its office space from a smaller office building to a larger office building, spanning 3 floors. Of course, the East headquarters was even bigger. Ethan used to have only one assistant, but now 3 assistants reported to him, all swamped with work. Ethan also bought 2 homes, one in New and one in Austin. Liam told me that Ethan wanted to develop business in the southern states later on. One day, Ethan called me. Luna, I'll be in Portland the day after tomorrow. Oh, I replied, not particularly surprised. Then I asked, work inspection? Kind of. Just checking if Liam's been slacking off out west. I knew he was just joking around. I didn't respond to his joke, asking instead, so, are you staying at a hotel, or? My apartment is pretty small. If you want to stay, you'd have to sleep on a futon on the balcony. The sliding door would be closed, so you wouldn't bother me. Ethan chuckled, my sister still has a good heart. But I won't be staying with you. I'll be at Liam's place. On evening, we'll eat at Liam's place. Liam and I will cook, you just have to show up and eat. That sounded acceptable. I agreed, okay. Actually, Ethan's cooking was quite good. I remembered that after he went to college, he'd always help my dad in the kitchen whenever he came home. A few times, he even cooked by himself, and the food was delicious. Alright, see you the day after tomorrow. The day Ethan arrived in Portland, Liam drove to pick him up. After they got to the company, I went to Liam's office to say hello to Ethan. Afterward, Ethan and Liam got straight to work. On afternoon, while I was still busy with work, Liam sent me a message. Ethan and I are heading back to my place now. Come directly for dinner after you get off work. I'll text you the address shortly. After receiving the address, I replied, okay. After work, I took a cab to Liam's place. It was my first time at Liam's place. Stepping into the modest 2-bedroom apartment, I found the living room very clean and tidy, with simple decor. The 2 rooms were a bedroom and a home office, both equally simple and neat. After showed me around, he said, there are still 2 dishes left to cook. You can sit in the living room for a bit, or read in the home office. We'll eat as soon as Ethan and I are done. Okay, sounds good. Before went into the kitchen, he added, I don't have much in the way of privacy concerns, so feel free to make yourself at home. Don't worry about anything. I nodded in acknowledgement. While looking at my phone in the living room, I kept hearing their playful banter from the kitchen, which was a bit annoying. So, I decided to go to the home office. Standing in front of the bookshelf, I casually picked out a book and realized it was a university textbook, quite an important one. I flipped through it idly, then suddenly noticed some writing on one of the pages and stopped. I love her. I miss her so much. I want to be with her for the rest of my life. My heart jolted, and I felt a strong sense of unease. Liam had a girl he liked in college? So, are they still together? I thought about Liam's previous confession of feelings to me. Was that girl his first love? An ex? Or did he still like that girl after I rejected him? After all, he wanted to be with her for the rest of his life. At that moment, I couldn't say I was angry, I just cared immensely, to an agonizing degree. And suddenly, I realized that Liam had already taken root in my heart. Our paths crossing at work, sharing hot pot after hours, hiking together on weekends, traveling to other cities during holidays, looking out for each other in crowded places, all these small moments, I used to think they were normal and unremarkable. But now, I clearly understood that I had long grown accustomed to his presence. Because habit is tranquility, it was only when faced with this sudden jolt that my hidden feelings for him stirred. I numbly put the textbook back, turned, and walked out of the home office. Later, during dinner, Ethan asked me, "Luna, what's wrong? Are you feeling unwell?" I quickly composed myself and shook my head, denying, "No, I'm not feeling unwell. But you look so downcast." "Something's not right," Ethan said. I forced a smile. "It's nothing. Maybe I'm just tired from a week of work." Ethan and Liam exchanged glances, then neither of them said anything more. After dinner, Ethan suggested we take a leisurely walk to digest, but I refused, saying I wanted to go back and rest. Liam indulged me and persuaded Ethan, "Let's listen to Luna. I'll take her home, and you can relax for a bit BEF. Or doing the dishes." I shook my head, refusing. "No need, I'll just take a cab." Liam still wanted to insist, but I had already stood up to grab my jacket and bag. In the end, Liam and Ethan relented and walked me to the elevator. After returning to my apartment, I took a quick shower and collapsed into bed, immediately falling asleep. My mind was a complete mess, and I had no idea what to do. I had realized my love, but I still had my life goals, and it was possible Liam still harbored feelings for someone else. It was all too chaotic for me to sort out, so I decided to set it aside for now. The next morning, I was woken by a knock at the door. I picked up my phone and saw it was 8:10 a.m., quite early for a weekend. Who could it be? I groggily got up to open the door. When I opened the door and saw Liam, I was surprised. "Why are you here?" I asked. I looked behind him, Ethan was nowhere to be seen. Liam didn't answer me. Instead, he asked, "You read my textbook yesterday, didn't you?" My heart jumped, I knew he had found out. I nodded. Liam then asked, "You saw that line, too, didn't you?" "Yes." Liam suddenly took a step forward. "Luna, that her is you. The summer of my freshman year, when I first met you at your place, that's when I started noticing you. After we spent a little time together, my heart fluttered, and I began to like you. But you were still so young then. If I had told you my true feelings, Ethan would have killed me. So I kept those feelings hidden. Afterward, every time I heard Ethan talk about you, I was filled with excitement and joy, because I was learning about you, about your changes." I was utterly shocked, looking at Liam and listening as he continued. "Later, when you were applying for colleges, I suggested to Ethan that he encourage you to apply to schools anew. I wanted to be closer to you, but said he wouldn't interfere with your decisions, that you should make your own choices. I was really disappointed then. During the most difficult time of my startup, Ethan once mentioned you were dating a boyfriend. That night was the first time I ever got completely drunk. Lying on my bed, staring at the ceiling, my mind was full of your face, your presence. I thought about whether I should give up on you and try to get to know suitable girls around me, but ultimately, I decided not to give up. I wanted to wait and see. Finally, I got what I was waiting for. Ethan said you wanted to intern on the West, and I immediately wanted to come to the West to be near you. Luckily, there was a shortage of people out West, so I seized the opportunity to propose moving here myself. They didn't have any objections or suspect anything." Liam looked at me earnestly. "When I confessed my feelings to you before, you didn't accept, but I wasn't disheartened because I knew I still had a chance. Luna, for you, I can wait. For as long as it takes." My heart was already overflowing with emotion. Liam continued, "All these years of liking you from afar, whenever I couldn't help but think of you, I'd scribble things down. If you look through my old books, you'll find a lot. All those thoughts, all those sweet nothings, they were all about you. In my world, Liam's world, there's only one girl, and that's you, Luna. My eyes welled up. Liam, I murmured. Liam responded. I think I like you too, I said. Liam smiled. We looked at each other for a long moment, then Liam said, so, should we be together? I didn't answer, instead quickly saying, but I still want to start my own business, to have my own company and team. If we get into a relationship, I won't be able to think about marriage for the next few years. Can you accept that? Liam smiled again. Of course I can. He reached out and ran his hand through my hair. Go after whatever you want to do. I want to be with you to support and care for you, not to restrict you. Besides, Liam paused, I noticed a long time ago that you're a driven professional. When we went hiking, you asked me so many questions about management. Back then, I just guessed you wanted to move into management. But I never expected you wanted to start your own business. Liam then shifted his tone. It's okay. I can help you, using my experience to help you avoid common pitfalls. At that moment, my heart was filled with immense joy. Because I felt his doting affection and special affection. Liam, I called out to him again. I stepped forward, wrapped my arms around his neck, stood on tiptoe, and kissed his lips. By the time Liam reacted to his surprise, I had already pulled away. Let's be a couple, my boyfriend. Liam, who had been momentarily disappointed by not having reciprocated my kiss, immediately smiled again. Okay. Liam hugged me, and feeling his solid chest, I asked him, how did you know I read your textbook? Your state yesterday evening was really off. After you left, I kept thinking about it and figured it out. Liam added, I had an impulse to come find you in the middle of the night, but I was worried about disturbing your rest, so I waited until just past 7 this morning to come. I understood, and a warm feeling spread through my heart. I asked again, did you tell Ethan? No, he's still sleeping on the couch. I nodded gently, then planned, then later, let's tell Ethan together. All right, Liam replied, then speculated, we just got together, so he probably won't hit me. I smiled, saying nothing. When found out about Liam and me, he was furious and started to lecture Liam. You animal, my sister was so young back then, and you already had your eyes on her? You have no shame. Liam remained silent, taking the lecture. Ethan continued, no wonder, when they suggested sending someone to the West, you immediately volunteered. It was all for my sister. Back then, I couldn't figure out why a tough guy from New wouldn't stay comfortably at home but would go all the way to the West. And LSO, for the past few years, Noah has been trying to get you to come back to New, but you always refused. That was all to pursue my sister, wasn't it? Yes, Liam nodded, then added, Ethan. Ugh, Ethan sighed in exasperation, what a mess. Ethan was feeling emotional all that day, but his thoughts changed the next day. Ethan told me, Liam is a reliable guy, and his character is solid. I'm relieved to entrust you to him. Ethan then told Liam, you need to start planning for the future. You must provide my sister with the best possible life security. Houses, cars, wedding fund contribution, all of it must be there. I'll be checking each one personally. Liam nodded repeatedly, then quickly ran to his bedroom and came back with 3 bank cards. Liam handed the cards to me. Luna, these are all my savings, totaling over 20 million. Before, because I hadn't won you over, I didn't know where to settle down, so I didn't buy a house. From now on, you'll decide. Wherever you want to settle down, that's where we'll buy a house. I'm the only son in my family. We own a historic townhouse and 2 luxury apartments. If you want to live in New, you can pick any of the 3 places. I have 3 cars. As for the wedding fund contribution, my parents will cover it. Their personal savings are quite substantial, so just name your price. I looked blankly at Liam, then at Ethan, momentarily unsure what to do. Ethan said meaningfully, this brother-in-law of yours, he's a keeper. After I resigned, I started my own business. Liam and Ethan became my mentors, sharing a wealth of experience with me. In the 2nd year of my startup, my company started making a profit, though we only had 11 employees. That year, Liam and I got married. The wedding was held in New, and Liam's parents were very kind to me. After the wedding, Liam and I were both busy with our respective careers. In our free time, we traveled and went on vacation. Our relationship remained stable and my company steadily grew. That year, my company surpassed 100 employees, and Liam and Ethan's company went public in September. I found out I was pregnant. Liam was overjoyed and began planning to reduce his workload to focus entirely on caring for me. The following year, I gave birth to a daughter. Liam's parents and the nanny took care of the baby together, while Liam and I continued to focus on our careers. I heard news of Marcus and Sarah again in my 9th year of marriage. That year, I met a university classmate during a business trip. While chatting with her, she told me that Marcus was dead, and Sarah had killed him. After and Sarah married, the first few years were good, but Marcus gradually grew tired of Sarah, often engaging in heavy drinking and staying out all night. When discovered Marcus had cheated, he had already been with his mistress for 3 years. Sarah made a huge scene, lecturing Marcus and confronting the mistress. But when Marcus found out his mistress had been hit, he returned home and beat Sarah. After that, they continued to argue, fight, and curse at each other, never divorcing. It wasn't until Sarah saw the mistress again, noticing she had a boy who strongly resembled Marcus, and that the mistress and her son lived in their neighborhood, that things escalated. This time, Sarah screamed frantically. Marcus beat Sarah again and demanded a divorce. Sarah refused to divorce him no matter what. A few days later, she found an opportunity and intentionally drove into Marcus and the mistress, killing them both. Sarah went to jail. Her son was taken in by her family, while Marcus's family raised the mistress's son. After hearing it, my heart was calm and unaffected, as if I had just heard a news report. It was Newsday again, and New was very cold that year. My mother-in-law and I prepared a lavish family dinner, and we all ate and chatted together. At midnight, we counted down to the new and stayed up until midnight. My father-in-law and mother-in-law gave my daughter generous cash gifts, and my daughter delightedly thanked her grandparents. Liam and I sat on the other side of the couch, watching the joyful smiles on the elders' faces and the happy smile on our daughter's face. Our hearts were filled with happiness. "Honey," I whispered. I have a news wish." "What is it?" "I'll help you make it come true." I looked at Liam, smiling as I said, "Let's start planning to conceive. Let's have another baby." Liam first paused, then smiled. "Okay, let's have another daughter. I love daughters." "Sounds good." Because I was happy, I wanted to share that happiness. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to share your perspectives, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories. See you next time.